I'm making sure you guys can see my feet today.
Okay.
Somebody calls you.
All right, can y'all see me and my feet? All right.
Yeah, you're good.
Excellent, excellent. If you students at home could do the same thing, if you could maybe kind of put a little piece of tape or something, well, not maybe tape on your carpet, but just a mark on a way to mark your spot on the floor to where you can see your feet as well. And the reason why I say that is because today is week 6 and we're about stancing and reaction force, and in order to get your white stripe you have to have both, and Miss Brumley and Grandmaster Brumley are watching, so as well as myself, and so that would help us if we could see your feet. So that's why I'm doing it to myself as well. All right, excellent. Hello, everybody. I see we got more people jumping in, and I don't mean to be repetitive for those that I've already said this to, but if you could kind of step back and put like a little something on your floor, either a pencil or just something to where you can stand in the same spot when we do our patterns today, so that I can see your feet. This is week number 6 with stancing, and so if you could do that, and I'm gonna do it too, then it'll help us see your stances, myself, Miss Brumley, and Grandmaster Brumley, because this week is week 6, and we're going to be focusing on white stripes. So in order to get your white stripe, you have to have good stancing and good reaction force, and so we can see your hands, but sometimes it's hard to see a person's feet. So I'm fixing to do it too, and I'll show you what I mean. So just kind of step back into where you can see yourself in the camera. I put a yellow piece of tape here on my floor. That's just so I know where I'm at. See, can you see my feet? There you go. So when I do my pattern, see, like that. So we still have a few minutes, but if you can do that, kind of move your camera or have somebody help you to where we can see your feet, that will really help us today. All right, let me turn my microphone on. Testing 1, 2, 3.
The sound. Where we want to sit it on.
I talk loud.
So was a fish, then a chicken.
Mr. Langen?
Yes. Yes.
you might not be able to see my feet at one point because I'm working in my living room and I have a small living room, and sometimes you can't see me in the camera when I'm doing my pattern.
I understand, Pepper. I understand. We're just doing this just so Miss Brumley, who is also in this room, and Grandmaster Brumley, and myself, we can, we'll be able to see your stances for the white stripe. But just do the best you can, okay? We still have just a few minutes, and we're going to start. Thank y'all for being here today.
Hi, Pepper.
Hi.
How you doing? Hey.
Hi.
Whoa. Get it.
Pulling out a bag.
The heck, Dad, and you're acting like a crazy person.
Do this for a little bit later. Sorry.
What?
Hey, guys.
Hey. Hey, Bacon.
We're gonna clean our stuff up, so I won't have to do it after you finish. Okay?
Hey, Pepper.
Then we can go.
Hi. Hi.
I'm not going out. Straight up,
Guys.
okay?
Okay.
I wish you sure wouldn't sit there so it wouldn't fall.
Oh, wait, see, they don't realize I can see all that, and they get in front of the screen and do the goofiest stuff. And then I'll say, hello, this is Bubbly's watching. Oh, that was Noah doing those crazy,
All right, we're gonna probably about one more minute, and we're gonna start. So everybody, set your stuff up.
Noah. Okay, get busy, Noah.
Oh, I can put her.
Noah, N-O-A-H. Get busy, Noah.
Oh, don't go too far because I can't figure out how to.
That's Stephen Glenn's mom talks.
All right. Okay. Gage and okay, never mind. You got it. Or Gage and Stephen, could y'all please turn your cameras on? I know you may still be working on it. Gage Cummings and Stephen Glenn, if you could turn your cameras on, that'd be great if they work. There you go. Thank you. You want me to start, Nicole? Okay. Okay, everybody, here we go. All right, everybody, we're fixing to get started here. Welcome again to another day of Taekwondo class here at Taekwondo University. Today is Tuesday, April the 28th, and this is the beginning of week number 6 in our testing cycle. For those of you that may or may not already know, we are having testing, and it's going to be week number 10, which is going to be the last week in May. We still don't know an exact date because of all the wild stuff here that's going on with the coronavirus, but we're going to know a date here very shortly. So we're going to train hard and keep at it. Right now, this week, we are focusing on white stripes. So in order to earn your white stripe, and we'll let you know, Miss Brumley is going to let you know where you stand on that. We're focusing on the two things that we focused on weeks 4 and 5, which are stancing and reaction force. So today we're going to focus on those things, and I've already said it twice, but some of y'all may have jumped in just a few minutes ago. If you could kind of position your camera to where we can see your feet. We can see your hands for your reaction force, but if we can see your feet, then we can also look at your stancing as well. Okay, now today, I'm just letting you know ahead of time, we're going to do our pattern a few times because that's a big part of our testing, but I'm only going to do it a few times with you on count, and the other 3 times, I'm going to have you do it on your count so that we can watch it. And if you don't know your pattern yet, that's okay, but you really got to practice at home, and you really got to catch up to that. So I'm going to face today this direction when I do my pattern on count, so that you can see the correct way to do it as if you were here with me at Taekwondo University. Okay, everybody ready? Face the front, cheery up. Kinye, Jimmy. We are gonna warm up our bodies like we do to get ourselves ready. And I would like everybody to get into a middle stance. A middle stance is twice as wide as your shoulders. We are focusing on stancing this week, so I want your stances to look really good. All right, your feet should not be pointed out this way. They should be pointed right towards the front, twice as wide as your shoulders, okay? Let's work on some punches. This is in our pattern, and this is very important in Taekwondo. We're going to hit right around the solar plex level. Put your left hand out, and we're going to raise up and drop into our punch. I want you to drop your stance into a good middle stance, like you're riding a horse, and I want you to pull that other hand back to your belt, okay? Here we go. Ready? 1, yeah. 2, yeah, 3, yeah, 4, yeah, 5, yeah, 6, yeah, 7, yeah, 8, yeah, 9, yeah, 10, yeah. Now, very good, everybody. Now we're going to do some outer form blocks. We already know how to chamber from our chambering week for this, but we're going to raise up when we chamber, and we're going to drop into that outer form block, okay? Just kind of do them at an angle, all right? So ready? 1, outer form block. All right. Chamber, and 2. Chamber, 3. And 4. 5. Drop into that middle stance. Make it look good. I'll drop my headset here. Well, I'll drop into my middle stance. There we go. Chamber, and 6. Chamber, make a nice X. 7. Chamber, 8. Really block these punches. Somebody's trying to punch you. You got to block hard and pull that other hand back to your belt. Chamber, 9. Last one. Real strong. And 10. All right. Very good. Now we're going to do some high blocks. Same chamber. Make an X right in front of you and make a good strong high block. Pull that other hand back. That's that reaction force we're working on this week. And don't have your high block on your head. You're not going, woo, it's hot in here. You want to have it way up high. It's a high block. Someone is hitting you in your head, and you got to block them, not on your head, but up here. All right, ready? Chamber, 1, yeah. 2, 3, drop into that middle stance. And 4, chamber, and 5. Really raise up and drop into that middle stance. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one. We got to make this one strong. We got to block this. And 10. All right. Stay in that middle stance. This is also in your pattern, and when it's in your Dosan pattern, you do these moves with it. So we're going to do a couple of these as we finish our upper body warm-up. Everybody chamber. Now, I want your knife hands today, when you do your pattern, I want your fingers together. Your thumb should be to the side like you're giving a high five. Not fingers open, but fingers together, so you can really hit with that knife hand, okay? Chamber, and I want you to put your knife hand on the outside. Drop it in that middle stance. 1, and 2, and 3. Drop it in that middle stance. 4. Don't let your other hand just hang down. You got to pull it back right as your knife hand strike. And 5. Chamber, 6. Chamber, 7. There you go. Looking good. Turn that body into it. 8. Chamber. 9. Last one. Chamber. And 10. Very good. And furrow. Put your feet shoulder width apart. And now we're going to work on a few kicks. Now, I'm going to focus on the front kick just for a second, and I've said this before, but it's important because it's in our pattern. I want you to lift your knee, and today we're going to kick the bad guy right in the chin. This bad individual is just as tall as you. So wherever your chin is, I want you to lift your knee, and then when your knee is at the height of the lift, you front kick, okay? You don't want to lift your knee up here and kick on the floor and raise your leg. That's a leg lift. So we're not going to do that, okay? So put your guards up, feet shoulder width, and we're going to do some front snap kicks. Right when your knee's at the height of where it is, snap that kick. Ready? 1. And put your leg back down. Raise the other knee. 2. Guards up. 3. 4. You'll feel your uniform pop right as you kick. 5. And 6. Try to cock your toes back like this. Go to hit with the ball of your foot. Ready? 7. 8. 2 more. 9. And last one. Make it strong. And 10. All right. Now, we're going to do almost the same thing, but we're going to do a few round kicks. Y'all are looking good in your kicking combinations, and while we're warming up our lower body, I'm just going to throw this out there. It's the same thing with the front kick, only you're turned to the side. Wherever your knee is pointed, that's where the kick's going to go. Some of y'all play video games, some of y'all play Fortnite. Wherever that weapon is, right there, wherever it's pointed, that's where your weapon, the kick, is going to go. All right, so let's do some round kicks. We're going to go one side and the other. Guards up, point that knee and kick. Ready? 1. Go the other side. Point that knee at the bad guy. 2. Other side. 3. And 4. 5. 6. 7. Other side. 8. 9. Last one. Make it count. And 10. All right. Very good, everybody. I'm very proud of y'all. Give yourselves a round of applause for a second. All right. Now that we've got the blood pumping and we've got our bodies warmed up, we've got to focus on this stuff that is necessary for testing. So I'm going to do the pattern, your pattern, Do-San. It has 24 moves, and I'm going to do it like we're here, like you're with me in class, okay? So I'm going to turn my back, and we're going to do it on count 2 times. Focus on your stances, and focus on pulling that other hand back to your belt. This is very important for your white stripe and to make your testing look very good. All right, here we go. Do-San pattern, 24 moves. Jimmy. Turn to the left in a front stance. Outer form block. Reach back and reverse punch with your right hand. Take your front leg, take half a step, outer form block the other way into a good front stance. Reach your hands back and reverse punch, pulling that hand to your belt. Put your feet together and step into a back stance and double knife hand block. Step forward and spear hand right into the solar plex of this guy. Nice spear hand. Get ready for the spin back fist. Ready? Go! Spin back fist into a front stance. Step forward and back fist with your right hand, pulling that other hand right there to your belt. Turn and outer form block into a front stance, just like the beginning of the pattern. Reach back, reverse punch. Take your front leg, take half a step and another half step and outer form block. Reach back, reverse punch. Now put your feet together, cross your arms almost like you're the mummy. Step to the left corner of your house with your left leg and twin outer form block. Everybody touch your back leg. This leg right here, front snap kick and step forward and go right punch, left punch. Put your feet together again And this time, step to the right corner, the other corner of your house, with your right leg, and twin outer form block. Take your back leg, which is your left leg, front snap kick, step forward, left punch, right punch. Take your front leg, put your feet together, and step with your left leg, and left high block into a great looking front stance. Remember, have your high block up high, block your head, block this strike. Step forward, and high block with your right hand, stepping with your right leg. Turn into a middle stance, and knife hand strike, and 24. Put your feet together, and knife hand strike into a middle stance, and yell, yeah! Do-san serve. And burrow. And show. All right, very good. If you did your pattern right, you should be standing in the same place you began where you end. But right now this week, we're really focusing on that reaction force and really focusing on your stances. There's 3 stances in your pattern: a front stance, a back stance, and a middle stance. Let's make them look good. One more time on count with me. Jimmy. Ready? Turn to the left into a front stance, an outer form block. Reach back and reverse punch. Pulling that hand on your belt. It's not punching. Move your front leg. Take half a step, outer form block. Reach way back, reverse punch. Take your back leg, move it to your front leg. Step forward and double knife hand block into a back stance. Step forward into a front stance and spear hand right into the solar plex of this guy. Are y'all ready for the hardest move in the pattern? Get ready? Go, spin back fist. Right into a front stance. Step forward with your right hand and back fist into another front stance. Spin and outer form block into a front stance, just like the very first move of the pattern. Reach back, reverse punch. Make sure your other hand is pulled back to your belt. Take your front leg, take half a step, and outer form block. Reach back, reverse punch. Take your back leg and put it to your other leg. Chamber, step to the left corner with your left leg into a nice front stance and twin outer form block. That's 2 of them right there. Take your back leg, everybody touch your back leg. Front snap kick, step forward, right punch, left punch. Now take your front leg, put it together with your other leg, and then take your right leg and go to the right corner. Twin outer form block. Touch your back leg, front snap kick, step forward, left punch, right punch. Take your front leg, put your feet together, and step with that left leg into a front stance and high block. Step forward and high block with your right hand. Spin into a middle stance or a horse stance, because it looks like you're riding a horse, and knife hand this guy over here. Put your feet together, chamber, and knife hand on this side and yell, yeah, do-san, sir. See my other hand? Right here on my belt. See my middle stance? Way down in my middle stance. And burrow, back to Jimby, and Shok and Kinye. All right. Very good, everyone. Now, if you don't know your pattern, you need to practice at the end of this class and watch the way that I was facing this way and do it over and over again until you have it memorized. If you don't have it memorized, do the best that you can, okay? So I'm going to pull up close, and myself and Miss Brumley are going to watch you, and we're going to look at your feet, and we are going to look at your reaction force and see your pattern on your count, okay? Wait till I say so, and I'm going to change my camera here so I can watch all you guys and girls. All right. And hey, I want to say this. First of all, you guys are doing great. I mean, this is the coronavirus. I mean, nobody's ever seen anything like this before. And you guys and girls are dedicated Taekwondo students. And I'm very proud of y'all. I really am. It means a lot that y'all are here and you're trying your best. Okay? I just want to say that. Raise your hand if you're going to do your best. All right, me too. Absolutely. We can do this. All right. Jimmy. Do-san pattern. On your count, okay? Go. Very good, everybody. And furrow and choke and relax just for a second. First of all, I want to say that a lot of y'all look very, very good out there. They're very good job. And then there were even a few of y'all that kind of were thinking about a move. You took your time and and even fixed it. Excuse me, if you made a mistake. I saw that out there, and that looked good. The one thing that I want you to do this time, and a lot of y'all are doing great, but the one thing we're going to work on this time is this. I want you to take your fingers and put them together on your knife hands. And then when you're doing an out of form block, I don't want you to bend your wrist, because if you block somebody like that, you're really going to hurt yourself, and I don't want to see that happen. So keep your wrist straight, almost like you're punching. When you punch, you don't go like this. You punch with your knuckles. So just kind of keep your wrist right here. Don't bend it. And then when you do your knife hands, put your fingers together, okay? Let's try that again. Jimby. Dosan pattern, okay? We're watching your stances, and we're watching that reaction force. Ready? Go. All right, everybody. Thank you for being patient. We were waiting on everybody in the room. Very good. And once again, Burrow, back to Jim B. And just rest a second. This time, what I want you to do is, because we're working on stancing, and everybody does it at some point in Taekwondo, but we're working on this, is I want you to take your back foot, okay? I'm going to get to where you can see my feet. If I'm doing, let's say, the first two moves, look at my back foot. You see how my back foot is up? I want you to put your feet flat on the ground. It's real easy to do your pattern and say, all right, I'm doing the best I can. This looks great. And you'll find that your back foot is up as you're walking. You want to have your feet flat on the ground, both feet, as you're doing your pattern, okay? Even if you have to take your time a little bit so you don't lift your feet up, because that'll take away your power, okay? All right, let's see this one more time on your count. I'm taking notes. So is Miss Brumley, and so is Nicole, and so is Grandmaster Brumley. You guys are looking great out there. And if you need more practice, you can practice at home with this video after class is over, okay? So let's try it again one more time. Jim B, who's gonna do their best? I love doing my best. It always brings out the best in me. Dosan pattern, go. All right, very good, everybody. And Burrow, and Shope, and Kinye. All right, excellent, excellent. Let me put myself back here in speaker view. There we go. Now, at the end of class, I'm going to ask y'all a few questions if you have, or ask to see if you have any questions, and we will go from there. And right now, we are going to work on our second part of what you need for testing. The most important stuff, at least, is our kicking combinations, okay? So as I said last class, some of y'all may not have been here. If you've got a chair, if you've got a big stuffed Curious George or something like that at your house, I want you to, don't break any furniture, but put him up in a chair or something, some kind of a marker, a couch or something. I don't mean an ink pen marker, but I mean like something you could judge, which will be your solar plex level, your rib level right here, or your head level, okay? So a good foldable chair is a good way to do it, just to measure your kicks, okay? Because this week, in week 6, in our sparring combinations, we are working on distancing. So let me move this back. I know a lot of y'all don't have a punching bag at your house. And next time I might be bring my Curious George that I have, but you need something just to judge, okay? So I'm a tall guy. So for some of y'all that are not as tall as me, find you something in your house that is about the level, just go up like this and go solar plex. And maybe put some tape on your couch or you know, a teddy bear or something like that. And then mark how tall your head level is, and then mark how tall your rib level is for that side kick on combination 3, okay? So before we get into our kicks, I want to show you a little something about distancing, because pretty soon y'all are going to be free spawn. And you don't want to be way back here, because if you do, you're kicking air. But if you're way up here with your partner, you can't throw any kicks. You're all jammed up. So you want to be just right in the middle. So you want to see how long your legs are, how long your punch is, and be right around this distance. Okay, so let's start out with kicking combination number 1. Round kick, reverse punch. I want you to have your guard up the whole time. Kick number 1 goes to the solar plex. Kick number 2 goes to the head. Punch number 3, the third move, goes to the solar plex. And back here. Are you ready? Guards up. We're going to start with one side, whatever your favorite side is, and then we're going to hop change, okay? Here we go. Ready? Combination number 1. Go. And guards up. Combination number 1. Go. And guards up. Solar plex, head, solar plex. Ready? Go. And go. Last one on this side. And go. All right. Other side. I'm going to watch y'all on this side. Okay, ready? Combination number 1. Go. All right, try to watch your balance. I know that's super hard, but the leg you're standing on, try to watch your balance, and if you're having trouble with it, you can work on it throughout the week, okay? Guards up, ready? Combination number 1, go. I like how a lot of y'all have chairs and stuff out there. That's so cool. It really will help you look good at testing, and it'll help you be a better martial artist. So I'm so glad y'all are doing this. This is great. Combination number 1, ready? Guards up, go. All right, very good. I even saw somebody out there who did one kick and accidentally fell down, and they corrected themselves and did the combination the right way, which is 2 kicks without putting your foot down, and then reverse punch. Very good job. Ready? Guards up. Combination number 1, go. All right, and last one on this side. Solar plex, head, solar plex. Go. Very good. And hop, change, and yell. Yeah. Let me switch my camera back here to where you can see me. All right, combination number 2. Now, as you already know by now, it's hook kick, round kick, reverse punch. The hook kick is it feels strange when you're first starting out at Taekwondo. It feels strange because all of our chambers are way back here, and we point the knee at the bad guy with the round kick and the front kick like we worked on earlier. But this one is just, it's a hook kick. So we got to take this guy's guard down. This bad guy's a bully. He's trying to fight us. He's got his guards up. We can't have that. We're going to take his guard down, and we're going to kick him in the head with a round kick. All right? So pick your leg up almost in front of you, almost like this in front of you. And then the leg you're standing on, pivot and hook kick. Then round kick in the head and reverse punch to the solar plex. So hook kick the arm, round kick the head, punch the solar plex. Ready? Guards up. Here we go. We're going to do one side or we're going to do the other, just like before. Combination number 2. Go. Combination number 2. Go. Number 2. Get the block, get the head, get the solar plex. Go. And go. Last one on this side. Make it count. Feel all those little muscles waking up in your legs. You're getting stronger. Ready? Guards up. Go. All right. Hop, change, and yell. Yeah. Now I'm going to watch you guys do it on this side. Let me change my view here. There we go. All right. Ready? Combination number 2. Pick that hook kick up kind of in front of you, and then take that guard down. Ready? Combination number 2. Go. Make sure you're doing a reverse punch. It's not the hand in front. It's the one way back here. Ready? Go. All right, and after you do the combination, put your hands back up to protect your head. You don't want to get kicked in the head when you free spar. All right, ready? Combination number 2. Go. All right, guards up. A couple more of these. Take that block down with that hook kick. Round kick this guy in the head. Reverse punch right in the chest, right in the solar plex. Ready? Go. And guards up. Last one. Last one. We gotta do our best on this one. Who's gonna do their best? All right, let's do it. Ready? Go. That looked great out there. All right. Now hop change back to your original leg. Or your original side, I should say. All right, combination number 3, side kick, round kick, reverse punch. This is where the ribs come in. So right, we're kind of like a little bit above your belt. And I've said this before, it's really the stomach area, but you're not going to fight like this. You're going to spar turn to your side. So that's really where your rib bones are right here. And that's where that side kick's going. So side kick to the ribs, round kick to the head, reverse punch, that's the hand way back here, right in the solar plex. Ready? Guards up, kicking combination number 3. You guys are doing great out there. Let's finish strong. Ready? Combination number 3, go. And guards up. Number 3, go. All right. Number 3, go. I kind of tricked y'all a little bit there. All right, here we go. Ready? Number 3, go. You want to have a good side kick right to the ribs, a good round kick right to the head, and a good reverse punch right to the solar plex, and then put your guards up. Ready? Last one on this side. Go. Very good. And hop, change, and yell. Yeah. All right. Now I'm going to see y'all on this side. Are you ready? Combination number 3, side kick, round kick, reverse punch. Go. All right, y'all did good. All right, guards up. Ready? Combination number 3. Go. Try to keep your balance. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Really focus. Focus on this guy. He's a bad dude. He's a bully. I hate bullies. And we're going to give him combination number 3. Ready? Go. There you go. That looked great. Ready? We got 2 more. Guards up. Side kick to the ribs, round kick to the head, reverse punch to the solar plex. Go. All right, now this is the last one on this side. This has got to be the best one. It's got to be. I didn't make up the rules. This has got to be the best one. Ready? Guards up. Go. All right, very good, very good. Now we're going to play a little game here. And I'm only going to do this just for a few minutes here, but we got to also work on blocking. Usually we would be with our partners, but, you know, we got the coronavirus, so that's kind of hard. So what we're going to do is I'm going to be your partner. You are here with me. Face your partner and Kenya. All right, put your right leg forward. We're going to do a couple of these on each side. All right, I'm going to go first. So I'm going to throw kicking combination number 1, and I want you to block it. So you've got to block my round kick to the solar plex, my round kick to the head, and my punch to the solar plex. Ready? Guards up. You better block it. I'm a black belt. Here it comes. Ready? Combination number 1. Block my kicks. Go. Now your turn. Combination number 1. I'm going to block you. Ready? Not yet. Go. All right. One more time on this side. Ready? Combination number 1. You got to block my kicks. You don't want to get kicked in the head. Go. Combination number 1. Your turn. I'm going to block you. Ready? Go. All right. Hop, change, and yell. Yeah. Same thing. Other side. Combination number 1. You're going to block me. Ready? Block my stuff. Go. All right, here we go. One more time. Oh, excuse me. Your turn. Ready? Combination number 1 on you guys. Go. All right, my turn. Combination number 1. I'm going to kick you. Ready? Go. All right, your turn. I'm going to block. Ready? Go. All right, hop, change, and yell. Yeah. All right, here we go. Combination number 2. I'm going to take your guard down, round kick you in the head, and reverse punch. You got to block this stuff. Ready? Combination number 2. Go. All right, now you use your hook kick. Take my guard down. Ready? Go. All right, my turn. Combination number 2. Go. Your turn. Combination number 2. Go. All right, hop, change, and yell. Yeah. Same thing on this side. My turn to kick. I'm going to take your guard down. Here it comes. Go. Your turn. Ready? Go. Okay. One more time. Combination number 2. My turn. Ready? Go. All right, last one up for you, number 2. Take my hand down. Ready? Go. All right, hop, change, and yell. Yeah. Blocking is so important when we're doing our kicking combinations. That's why I had to do this just for a few minutes. Okay, here we go. Ready? Combination number 3. Side kick to the ribs, round kick to the head, reverse punch to the solar plex. You better get ready to block because it's my turn. Ready? Go. Your turn. Combination number 3. Go. My turn. Ready? Go. Your turn to kick. Go. All right, hop, change, and yell. Yeah. This is the last one on the last side. We got to make this count. We got to do our best. Who's going to do their best? Me, sir. All right, here we go. Here comes my side kick. Get ready to block. Go. Woo. Lost my balance there. That's all right. It happens. Ready? Go. I think we side kicked so hard, it's starting to rain. Whoa. I knew we were doing good. Last one. Ready? Get ready to block. Go. All right, be a storm. Come on. Combination number 3. Go. Very good. And burrow. Face your partner. And Kanye, bow to your partner. Give your partner an elbow bump. Looking out for your safety, ma'am and sir. All right, and give yourselves a round of applause, everybody. That was really good today. So, as I've said before, this is week 6. We are focusing all this week on stancing, which is week 4, reaction force, which is week 5, and the white stripe is both of those together. I really appreciate all of y'all for all your hard work. You're going to look really good at testing the more you practice. It's just the way that works. And I'm very, very proud of all of y'all. I'm going to go and get close here and see if you'll have any questions. And I'm going to turn your microphones on. All right. Does anybody have any questions about reaction force or stancing? Yes, Noah.
Are we gonna go to Taekwondo? Go back to Taekwondo class anywhere soon?
We don't really know, buddy. It's up to the president and all the doctors on TV. And I think everything kind of froze for a minute there. Hang on, let's keep that Can y'all still see me? I think the storm kind of messed up our video here, but at least we got class. But if you can still hear me, just to answer your question, we're waiting on what the experts say.
Being goofy.
We're back in.
You want to talk?
Yeah. Actually, she looks.
Is it over?
Okay, cool. There we go. Yeah, sorry, our computer froze a little bit because of all the rain. Yes, Miss Barnes, what's your question?
How are we gonna do testing? Are we just gonna do it like we are doing now or something?
We're probably going to do testing just like we do Taekwondo class here on Zoom. More than likely, it's probably going to be that. We don't know yet. I mean, the doctors may get on TV and say, "Hey, everything's okay tomorrow." I mean, we don't know, but more than likely, it'll probably be like this. That's a good question, Ms. Barnes. Very good question. Does anybody else have any questions?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Miss Lawson. Yes. It looks like you're muted on your side, Miss Lawson.
You and
No? Okay, we'll take a look at it.
let's see, practice.
Hey, Bobby.
It's okay.
You want me to leave meeting? They're just asking questions.
Right there.
Okay. Bye. You want me to leave, Mommy? I'm going to leave meeting. Hi. Bye again. Bye.
Okay, there you are, Miss Lawson. Yes.
There we go.
Hi. What's your question?
Now you can talk.
How do we get the test
thing with the coronavirus going on?
No, that's not the question she's in. She's asking about her stripes. If you could see her stances good enough today to get her white stripe.
I saw
I
everybody
don't know
okay.
if it's gonna come or not.
I saw everybody okay, but Miss Brumley is in the chat room and she's watching. Grandmaster Brumley's teaching a class right now, and he's going to watch after this class is over. And Miss Nicole, who's our director here, she was watching as well. So we're all going to talk to each other and tell each other what we saw, because we have the whole week to give a white stripe. And then Miss Brumley's probably going to send you a text or an email and let you know. So, because the mailman can't mail you a stripe, but that's probably how we're gonna do it. But you did great today.
Why do they have a Gmail name?
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. Yes,
Why
Pepper,
do
what's
they
your question?
I just wanted to tell you we go outside and play.
It's an important
Everybody can see you.
Do what, Pepper?
I just wanted to tell you that I was eating.
Can you cut it out?
I do big stances towards the front of the room, but I do smaller stances when I never land on my spot.
Well, I mean, just work best with the room that you got, Pepper. I mean, I think we all saw for the most part what everybody was doing. That's why I'm going to talk to Miss Brumley and everybody. And if for some reason we didn't see enough of your stances, we still got Thursday to check you guys and girls out again. So, but y'all look really good out there today. I really like it.
I was saying we don't really work together well.
Does anyone else have any questions or anything? Okay, well, thank y'all very much, and y'all did a great class today. And make sure that you log off, and we're fixing to start our next class. But hey, y'all did very good. Okay, for those of y'all that are still with me, face the front. Hurry up! Yay! And thank you. We'll see you on Thursday. Have a great rainy day. Bye, guys and girls. All right. Now that I cut all my hair off, kind of hard for me to keep my headset on. It used to be a little bit more snug. Anyway. Hello, everybody. How are y'all out there today? It's great to see you. Nice to see y'all. Jonas, I hope you're feeling better, bud. I know I saw you at demo practice this weekend. I just hope you're doing okay. Okay, so today we, of course, are fixing to start class in about 2 seconds. Miss Brumley, myself, and Grandmaster Brumley and Nicole are all watching because this is White Stripe Week, and that's week 6. And all I ask today is that you kind of stand back just enough to where we can see your feet. So take just a second, and I'll show you what I mean here. I kind of marked myself a spot with a piece of tape, so that, you know, and the reason is because we got stancing this week in reaction force. So we can see your hands with the reaction force when we do our moves, but we also want to be able to see your feet to make sure that all 4 of the stances in our pattern are represented here. So if y'all could do that just for a second, and then we are going to start class. Let's see. All right. Okay, today is Tuesday. It is April the 28th. This is, as I've just said, is the beginning of week number 6. We have 10 weeks in our testing cycle, and testing will be, for those that don't know, will be the last week in the month of May. We don't know the exact date just yet, and we don't really know the exact location because of all this wild stuff we see on TV with the doctors and everything, but it will be the last week of May. So grab your calendars and kind of count them on down, and you'll find out that the end of May is the end of week 10. I hope y'all are practicing hard. This is week 6, our White Stripe week. We're focusing on stancing, and we're focusing on reaction force. And today, I'm going to just let you know ahead of time, I'm going to do your pattern 2 times on count when we get to that part of the class. and I'm going to do it with my back turned to you. So y'all should know your pattern by now because it's week 6. But sometimes, you know, these are wild times, and if for some reason you don't have it memorized, I'm going to turn like this as if I were in class here at Olive Branch teaching you, and you can see which direction I'm turning, and you can memorize your pattern. Okay, so here we go. Thank y'all for coming, by the way. It's wonderful to see y'all in Taekwondo class under these very hard times, and it just shows the dedication that y'all have as Taekwondo students. Face the front, cheer up. Yay. All right, Jimmy. We are going to warm up our upper bodies and our lower bodies first. We are going to get in, since it's a stancing week, in a very strong middle stance. The middle stance, as you know, is about 2 times the length of your shoulders, double shoulder width apart. And we're just going to do some ridge hands here, just like in our pattern. Now, with the ridge hand, you don't want to have your fingers open. I want to see those fingers closed, and don't put your thumb on the side. It's not like a high five. It's like you're showing me the number 4. Only your fingers are together. You're hitting with the ridge of your hand, okay? So here we go. Let's do a few of these. Chamber, and 1. Ridge hand block. And I want you to drop into this stance as we do it. Ready? 2. Other side. And 3. And 4. Really have that other hand pulling back to your belt and really drop into this stance. Ready, chamber? 5. And 6. Turn into this ridge hand block. And 7. And 8. Drop into that stance. And 9. And last one. And 10. All right, now we're going to work on pole blocks. You're in a middle stance in this exercise, and in your pattern, you're going to be in a back stance. But what we're really focusing on here as we warm up our upper body is I want you to make the letter C with your hand as an ABC, okay? Now, we're going to start out pole blocking this way. So whichever direction you're pole blocking, you take that letter C and you point it down and put it on your belt. The other hand, the opposite one, you point up, okay? So we're going to pole block this way. Ready? 1. Now we're going to chamber and put our hands on our belt again, but we're pole blocking this way. So this letter C is down because we're going this way. Ready? And this one's up. 2. Chamber. This is down. This is up. 3. Chamber. 4. And 5. Make sure your hands are way out here. You don't want them next to your head. This guy's got a bow staff. Y'all know how bad that hurts. Some of y'all on the demo team especially. Put those hands out there and grab this bow staff. And chamber. 5. Hands on your belt. 6. And get ready. 7. And ready. 8. 2 more. Let's make these strong. Drop into that stance. 9. And 10. All right, let's do a couple punches. Taekwondo involves punches in everything we do, and it's very important. So put your left hand out, get into a nice middle stance, make sure your feet are pointed forward. You don't want to have them out like this. You're going to lose power that way. Feet pointed forward, left hand out, your other hand pulling it back to your belt. Raise up, 1. Raise up and drop in that middle stance, 2. And 3. Raise up, 4. And 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and pull that hand back tight, 10. Very good. And furrow, back to Jim B. Now, we are going to warm up our legs, and we're going to do some kicks that also apply to this level of green belt, purple belt, and blue belt. So I want you to put your hands up, and we're going to do some front kicks. This is in your pattern. But today, I want you to focus on where that front kick is going. Some of y'all play video games like Fortnite, and you'll have your weapon, and wherever that's pointed, that's where the attack is going. Well, it's the same thing with your front kick. Wherever your knee is pointed, wherever that knee is pointed, that's where the kick is going, okay? So I don't want you to kick here and raise your leg. That's a leg lift. Lift your knee up at the height of the lift, and then front kick this guy right in the chin, okay? Guards up. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. You should hear your pant leg popping as you snap kick. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last but not least, make it strong, 10. All right, now we're going to do some round kicks. This is also to warm up our lower body, and this is also involved in your kicking combinations, 4, 5, and 6. The same thing with the front kick. Wherever that knee is pointed, that's where the round kick is going, okay? So let's start on this side, and we're going to go back and forth a few of these, okay? Guards up. Ready? Probably about the solar plex level, or you can go head level if you want. Round kick. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Watch where that knee's pointing. 9. Last one, make it strong, make it count. And 10. And throw. And shove. And king A. All right, everybody. Once again, thank you very much for being here with me today. And we're going to do Joong-Gun pattern. We're going to do it 2 times on my count, and then I'm going to make you do it, or I'm going to let you do it 3 times on your count, so that myself, Miss Brumley, and Grandmaster Brumley, and Miss Nicole can watch your stancing and your reaction force and see who's ready to get their white stripe, okay? So let's do this pattern on count. Jimmy. Y'all should know about this by now. It's closed ready position B, as in be a good Taekwondo student. Put your right hand into a fist, your left hand to a letter C, and put them together with a little bit of space. Right about solar plex level or rib level, okay? Here we go. Jimmy. Step into a back stance and ridge hand block. Make sure your other hand is right there on your belt. Front snap kick. Reach back and step forward, and in a cat stance, block this front kick. Kind of hard to see with my pants. You got your toes up like this, like a cat, almost like you're going to front kick somebody, and you're blocking that front kick. Turn and ridge hand block, a back stance. Front snap kick. Reach back and block that front kick into a cat stance, pulling your hand back to your belt. Turn to the front into a back stance and double knife hand block. Now this is going to be stance and reaction force at the same time. Shift into a front stance and elbow strike. This hand pulls, and the stance is a good strong front stance. Step forward into a back stance and double knife hand block. Same thing, other side. Shift into that front stance and elbow strike. Step forward and twin vertical punch. You're punching somebody on both sides of their cheekbones, right here. Step forward with your right leg in a front stance and twin upset punch, right in the stomach. Both hands like this, right in the stomach. Take your front leg, which is your right leg, take half a step, and X block this axe kick, which is coming at you. You got to hold your hands up real high, because if you hold it right here, you're going to get hit in the face. This guy's coming at you with a big kick. This is a real big high up X block. Put your feet together, step with the left into a back stance and back fist. I want you to hold your fist up like this. It's not an outer form block. It's a back fist like you're holding a cup of hot chocolate. Get your wrist back with a wrist release and shift into a front stance. Reverse punch. Take your front leg. Take 2 steps. Back fist into a back stance. Wrist release. Shift into a reverse punch into a front stance. Take your front leg and put it to your back leg. Chamber. Step forward into a front stance and double inner form block. This almost looks kind of like you're showing your muscles, and it looks almost like you're punching your elbow, but you're not. You're reinforcing it because you're blocking a front kick. So don't hold it way up here, hold it way down here and block that front kick into a front stance. Reach back, shift into a back stance and revert and punch. Left arm, left leg. Take your back leg and turning side kick. Step forward into a front stance and double inner form block, down low. Gather your feet together into a back stance and punch with your right hand out. Take your back leg, turning side kick, double guarding block. Take your front leg, you're in a back stance now, shift into a front stance and pressing block. It's a slow, concentrated movement in Taekwondo in this pattern, and it looks like 2 palm heels. Right hand high, left hand low, shift into that front stance, and pressing block. Step forward and double guarding block, like you're sparring. Take your back stance, shift into a front stance, take your front leg, left hand high, right hand low, and pressing block into a front stance. Take your back leg, put your feet together, foot punch. Now, we worked on this at the beginning. Chamber, step forward into a back stance, and pole block. And put your feet together, and pole block into a back stance, and yell, yeah! And burrow, and choke, and kinye. All right. Joong-Gun pattern. I wanted to do that a little slow for some of y'all that haven't seen me do it yet in this direction, but now we're going to go a little bit faster. But before we do, there's something I want to focus on this week that's very important in this pattern, and it's that turning side kick. This turning side kick is kind of tricky for some of y'all that haven't really mastered it yet, and I want to show you some real quick pointers on this, and we're going to do your pattern again. But this is very important because you're fixing to be breaking boards for testing as you get into the higher ranks and the advanced levels. So you got to master this turning side kick, and you got to do it now for your testing. So let me show you something real quick, okay? I've got me a bag. If you don't have a bag, you can get a stuffed animal at home. I've got a big Curious George you can put up against a couch or something. Don't hurt your furniture, but just to target it, okay? So I'm going to show you from a couple different angles. I'm going to show you first right here, okay? I'm going to get into a front stance when I do this kick just to show you this real quick. And I know in our pattern we're doing it in a back stance, but I'm going to get to that in just a minute. So I'm going to get into a front stance. I want you guys to do this too, and I got to point to this. Put your hands up, and I'm going to show you something. When we started learning Taekwondo and we started learning how to throw that side kick, you're kind of doing your side kicks like this in your pattern. You're going way over here with a big, beautiful chamber, and then you're throwing that kick out and going into this move. That's great. That's how we first learn as beginner students. But now here's what I want you to do. Instead of taking your back leg and swinging it way around like this, it's really hard to balance that way. It's not going to make your pattern look good at testing. I want you to rub your knees together, okay? So you're in a front stance in this drill, and rub your knees together like this. See how close my knees are? And I'm going to pivot right into that side kick, okay? So watch again. I'm a little bit closer here. Instead of a big twist and move over here, I'm going to rub my knees together to make that side kick, all right? Now, this is tricky because in this pattern, we're not facing forward, okay? So we're going to do it a couple times like this, and then we're going to do it like we do in our pattern, which is in a back stance. Now look at the knot of my belt. Then I'm turned way over here to the side. So that's why it's so natural that you want to go like this, but don't do that. Rub your knees together and spin into that turning side kick. Your posture will be better, your stancing will be better, and you won't be doing this as you come down on that move, and you're going to look a lot better as a martial artist that you're testing. Okay, so here we go. Everybody get into a front stance. We're going to do a couple times like this. Punch. Take your back leg, rub your knees together, just a lift like this, and turning side kick. Go. All right, have your right punch out, your right leg out. Same thing, turning side kick, putting your legs real close together. Go. All right, let's do 2 more of those. Into a front stance, left leg forward, left punch out. Take your back leg, turning side kick, putting your knees real close together. All right, front stance, right leg forward, right punch out, back leg, go. Now let's do it just like in our pattern. You've done this, you've shifted into a back stance. Take your back leg, rub your knees together, and turning side kick, go. See how smoother that is? See how much more balance you have? You got to work on it a little bit, but this is where a lot of your power is going to come from, and you're going to look better. Shift into that front back stance with a punch. Take your back leg, put your legs real close together as you chamber like this, and turning side kick. There you go. All right, everybody. I didn't need the bag. Thought I did. All right, I wanted to show you all that, and we'll work a little bit more on that on Thursday, okay? But that's a very important part of this pattern. So here we go, one more time, Joong-Gun on my count, and then I'm gonna let you do it 3 times on your count, okay? And we'll be watching you. Jim B, close ready position B. Turn to the left in a back stance, ridge hand block. Take your front leg, front snap kick, reach back, step forward and block that front kick in a cat stance. Excuse me. Turn and ridge hand block into a back stance. Front snap kick, reach back, step forward into a cat stance and block that front kick. Turn to the front of the room into a back stance and double knife hand block. Take your front leg, shift into a front stance and get that reaction force as the elbow goes up, the other hand goes back. Nice looking front stance. Take a step forward, feet together, and double knife hand block into a back stance. Same thing on the other side. Take your front leg and shift into a front stance. Pulling this hand back to your belly. Step forward and twin vertical punch. Step forward with your right leg into a front stance and twin upset punch. Yeah! Take your front leg, which is your right leg, take half a step and X block high. Block that axe kick. It's coming to get you. Put your feet together and back fist into a back stance. That's easy to remember. Back fist into a back stance. Somebody just grab your hand. Get your hand back and shift into that front stance and reverse punch. You got a lot of reaction force in this pattern, going from a back stance and shifting into that front stance and pulling that other hand back. Take half a step, back fist into a back stance. Get your hand back. Shift into that reverse punch with the reaction force on the other hand. Take your front leg, because you want to end where you started. Put your feet together, step forward, and a double inner form block to block this front kick into a front stance. Put your feet together, shift into a back stance and punch. Take your back leg. Here we go. Get ready to rub your knees together, guys. Turning side kick, land into a front stance. You notice how you weren't wobbling as much? You notice how your posture and your stance is a little bit better? If you didn't do it perfectly, that's okay. Keep working on it. You got a long time to work on it for the rest of your life. Ready? Shift and punch into a back stance with your right hand. Take your back leg, turning side kick, and step in double guarding block. Once again, here we go for the 3rd time in this pattern. In a back stance, shift into a front stance, and pressing block. Take a step forward, double guarding block. Take your front foot, shift into a front stance. Left hand high, right hand low, and pressing block. Take your back leg, feet together, hook punch with your right hand. Chamber on your belt, step forward to a back stance and pole block. This is in a good back stance. And put your feet together and pole block in a back stance and yell, yeah, Joong-Gun, sir. And furrow, back to close ready position B. And choke and kimye. All right. Very good, everybody. Very good. Now we're just going to go. We're just going to run through your pattern. And myself and Grandmaster Brumley and Miss Brumley and Nicole, we're going to be watching you. And we're checking out your 4 stances that are in this pattern. Back stance, front stance, cat stance, and when your feet are together and you do that hook punch, okay? So there's 4 stances in this pattern that has 32 moves. Let's check you out, okay? I'm going to switch to you and make sure your camera can see your feet at your house. So I can see a lot of y'all's upper body, but I want to see your toes so I can check out your stancing too. All right, and then at the end of class, I'll have some questions or whatever, so. Okay, Joseph, you might want to point your camera up a little bit more, buddy. I know it's kind of tricky. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for helping. All right, yeah, that's better, Joseph. Very good. All right, everybody, looking good. Jim B. Closed ready position B. Joong-Gun pattern. I see the dog wants to do the pattern. 32 moves. Your count, go. All right, and Burrow, back to Jim B. All right, and Choke, relax just for a second. I'm going to give some pointers. Some of y'all are, first of all, thank y'all for being here today. It's so hard having this coronavirus and you know, making the world work. And you guys are very dedicated Taekwondo students. So thank you so much for being here. This is really great. But in regards to Joong-Gun pattern, some of y'all are still kind of leaving the other hand hanging. So if you're doing a ridge hand block with this hand, for example, you can't just have your other hand hanging. You got to pull that thing back on your belt. That's part of reaction force, okay? And if you need some more examples of that, you can go back and watch this video where I had my back to you and you can see which way to turn, because some of y'all are turning the wrong way, okay? But other than that, I want y'all are looking good. I want you to do it strong, and let's do it again, okay? Let's check it out. Jimmy. If you don't know your pattern all the way, that's okay, but you need to really spend a lot of time memorizing it, because we're already on week 6, and I don't want you to miss out, okay? Ready? Joong-Gun pattern, go. All right, very good, everybody. And Burrow, back to Jim B. All right, I know for some of y'all who just turned green belt, this is a tough pattern, because you got a lot of twists and turns in it, a lot of changing from a back stance, shifting into a front stance. So all of y'all are doing good. And once again, I'm glad y'all are dedicated here today to be with us. I want you to focus on your balance, and a good way to do that is to keep your guards up. So as you're going from this move and shifting here, don't just kind of have your hands wobbling around. Really kind of have them, you know, tucked in and getting ready for that chamber in that next move, okay? This takes time because there's a lot of turns. But let's do it again, okay? Last time, Jimmy. Joong-Gun pattern on your count. Do the best you can. Go. All right, everybody. And Burrow. And Shook and Kinye. Everybody relax for a second. Good job. Good job. All right. I'm going to change my view here. Now we're going to go to our next topic, which is important for our testing here in about 4 weeks, and that's our kicking combinations, okay? Now, we're working on distancing right now. This is the last sort of week that we're going to be working on distancing, and I want to really, it's kind of strange in 4, 5, and 6 because you got these spin kicks, okay? So I want you to find something in your house, don't destroy your furniture, and make sure you're kind of the correct distance away from your target. So I have a punching bag here, but I've marked it with the tape, okay? So I want you to get either a big teddy bear from, from the attic or something, a pillow, something you can mark, and I want you to mark off where your targets are. So you've got your ribs, which is where your side kick's gonna go in combination 6. You've got your round kick, which is gonna go either solar plex level, right in the center of your chest, or your head level. And I want you to just mark your stuff off. Don't tear up any of your stuff in your house, but either put a pencil there or a piece of tape or just something that won't cause destruction. And that way you can look at how high you are, how tall you are, and to see where these targets are, and then how far away you are from your opponent. You guys are at the green belt, purple, and blue belt level, so y'all are free sparring already. You got your pads and everything, even though we got the coronavirus. So you can't be way back here if you're free sparring, especially a black belt, because you're too far away. You're not going to kick your opponent. And if you're this close, that's just, you can't get any kicks up, man. You're going to get jammed all the time. So you want to make sure that your opponent, pretend they're just as big as you, just as tall as you. And so you got to have that right distance between your hands and your feet of your target, okay? So really work on your distancing there. All right, so combination number 4 is a round kick, spin, heel kick. The key to these combinations is posture and putting your feet together after the second move. So if you're in a back stance and you're doing combination number 1, I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again because it's important. Your first 2 round kicks are solar plex and head level. So you're going 1, 2, and put your feet, not feet together, but feet shoulder width apart as you land, okay? And then have your back straight, look over your other shoulder, and spin heel all the way around. It's very important to do that because if you don't and you do your first 2 kicks, watch me, and you land over here, now you're trying to spin heel like this. You're trying to get way over here and you're already wobbling before you even begin to kick. Your spin heel's going to be off, you're going to wobble, you're going to get hurt. I don't want to see that happen. So everyone get into a back stance, face me, yeah, go ahead and face me. And we're going to put our left leg forward and we're going to go round kick to the solar plex, round kick to the head, put your feet shoulder width apart, keep your back straight, look over your shoulder, and spin heel all the way around, okay? Let's try some of these. Guards up, ready? Combination number 4, go. And all the way back around. Combination number 4, go. Number 4, go. All right, hop change and yell. Yeah. Same thing on the other side. Ready? 2 kicks, feet together, look over your left shoulder and spin heel. Go. Ready? Guards up, go. Now on this last one you're going to do on this side, I don't want your spin heel kick to have your foot up like this. That's a spin crescent kick. Okay? It's a spin heel. So I want your foot to turn sideways, almost like a side kick, all the way around, okay? Guards up. Combination number 4, go. I'll change and yell. Yeah. Now, combination number 5. The spin is going to be the same concept. After the first 2 kicks, don't land over here because your spin hook kick's not going to work. You got to put your feet in parallel ready stance and look over your shoulder just like you did with number 4. And I want both your hook kicks, the first one to take down the guard, the round kicks to the temple, and the third spin hook is going to blast your opponent and bring your leg all the way back around. Ready? Guards up. Combination number 5, go. And bring your leg all the way around. Combination number 5, go. All the way back around. Combination number 5, go. All right, hop change and yell. Yeah. Same thing, other side. If you have to, take your time. Don't go too slow with this because we're on week 6, but take your time a little bit to gather yourself. So after your first 2 kicks, really focus on this. This is important. And then spin a hook, okay? Guards up. Ready? Number 5, go. Number 5, go. Ooh, got caught on the microphone there. Guards up. Ready? Number 5, go. All right, hop change and yell. Yeah. Number 6, side kick to the ribs. You're not going to be sparring like this. You're going to be sparring to the side. If you're smart, you'll be sparring to the side. Side kick right to the ribs. Kick number 2 is a round kick to the head. Put your feet together. Same thing as the other ones. Look over your shoulder. And side kick right there to the ribs. And it's okay after you're done with the 3rd kick to land with your other foot forward. So you don't have to side kick and go all the way around like we did the other 2. Okay? Guards up. Ready? Combination number 6. Ribs, head, ribs. Go. Number 6. Go. Same side. Number 6. Go. All right. Now you don't have to hop change because you're already on the other side. Right leg, your other leg forward. Guards up. Ready? Ribs, head, ribs. Go. Go. Last one. Last one. You got to go strong. Ready? Go. All right. Very good, everyone. Now we're going to kind of play a little game. All right. We got to block, especially you guys free sparring. And I know it's hard with the coronavirus and everything, but we got to practice blocking at least the best way that we can. So I'm going to be your opponent. Face your opponent. That's me. Or excuse me, face your partner. Strip, Kinye. Put your left leg forward. All right, I'm going to start with combination number 4, and I'm going to start out throwing the kicks, and I want you to block them, but don't block this spin heel. Never block a spin heel kick. It's too dangerous. All right, so block the 2 round kicks and get out of the way. Here I come. Ready? You better be ready. Combination number 4. Go. All right, your turn. I'm going to block your 2 round kicks. Ready? Combination number 4. Left leg forward. Go. Woo, I barely got out of the way of that spin heel. All right, hop change. Yeah. Combination number 4 on this side. Ready? Here we go. You better block my kicks. Go. Your turn. Combination number 4. I'm going to block your round kicks. Ready? Go. All right, hop change and yell. Yeah. All right, here we go. Combination number 5. Ready? I'm going to take your guard down with that hook kick. I'm going to round kick you in the head, which you better block. And I'm going to spin hook kick, which you should probably get out of the way of that too. Ready? Go. Your turn. Take my guard down with that hook kick. Round kick to the temple and spin hook kick to my head. Your turn. Left foot forward. Go. I'll change and yell. Yeah. Same thing. Right side. Combination number 5. I'm going to take your guard down. Ready? Go. Your turn. Take my guard down. Ready? Go. I'll change and yell. Yeah. Combination number 6. Side kick to the ribs, round kick to the head, side kick to the ribs. Block all 3. Ready? Go. I caught on my microphone again. All right. Left leg forward. Ready? Your turn. Go. Hop change and yell. Yeah. Combination number 6. Right leg forward. You better get ready to block. Here it comes. Go. Your turn. Ready? Go. Very good. And burrow. And show. And king A. All right, everybody, give yourselves a round of applause. I was wanting to work on blocking a little bit because otherwise we would have our pads on and we'd be here working on blocking the old-fashioned way, you know what I mean? All right, so I'm going to get close to you and see if you guys or girls have any questions about reaction force or about stancing or just anything else, okay? So let me just ask you a few questions or see if you have any few questions. Let me unmute everybody here. Everybody catch their breath. That was a great job, everybody. Woo, I can't even click the mouse here. Let's see. All right. Does anybody have any questions? Just go ahead. Who does?
Me.
Oh, Xander. Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
I don't have my red stripe yet. How do you do it?
That's a good question. Okay, so because the mailman is not gonna like bring you a red stripe, what we got going on is myself, Miss Bromley, and Grandmaster Bromley. I don't know if that's my feedback. I hope it's not. Good. There you go. Hopefully that wasn't me. Okay, so maybe that was me. The Grandmaster Bromley, myself, and Miss Bromley and Nicole are watching everybody, Xander, and we're seeing if you got everything that involved the red stripe. So your chambering, your range of motion, and they have it marked down on a piece of paper. We're taking notes on everybody as we're doing Taekwondo class, and whenever this video is over, we're going back this week and we're looking to see who also has done, stancing and reaction force to get your white stripe. And Miss Brumley's going to email you or text you and let you know about what we all see. So, I mean, I've been watching you on class, but it's kind of hard to teach and watch at the same time. So we're going to talk about it, and then you'll get an email or an alert that says, hey, Xander, you showed up to class. You did chambering and reaction force, so you got your red stripe. You showed up to class, again, week 4 through 6, and you did stancing and reaction force or whatever, and you got your white stripe. So, but we're watching you, buddy. That's a good question. Yes, Mr. Isaiah.
What about my red stripe?
Do what, buddy?
What about my red stripe?
That's what I just explained, Isaiah, is that we're all watching everybody. Oh, Isaiah's one did? Okay, hey, Isaiah, you got your red stripe, bud. Your mom got an email that said you got it.
Yes, but is the mailman gonna bring me a red stripe?
No, I was just trying to be funny. No, we're not going to mail red stripes to anybody, but we will mail you your new belt at the end of testing. We will mail that to you, but we're not going to mail a big old sticky stripe, But well, okay. Miss Bromley was telling me that she was looking at her notes today and said that you guys look really good, and what you could do is you could make a video of yourself showing your pattern, showing your combinations like we've been working on, and you can send it in to Taekwondo University, and we can look at it even more one-on-one if you would like to do that.
My
But yeah, we're going to send you guys notices. Miss Roman will send you notices that'll tell you where you stand on your red and white stripe.
I have a question.
Yes.
So on the pattern where it's this, that's the breakfast.
Yes.
Is that your thumb sticking out, or is it in?
Is what, Joseph? Can you say that again?
When you're doing the back fist and the pattern, is the thumb sticking out or in?
Oh, that's a good question. Your hand is up like this, and it's out. This is an outer form block. This is a back fist, like that.
So it's like this.
Oh well, yeah. It's not directly out like a punch. It's kind of bent. It's kind of like you're slapping a guy. Like you're slapping him, only you're doing it with your fist. So you're slapping the guy basically. But you chamber like an X, and you're hitting him with it. It's a back fist. It's the back of your fist. You're slapping him, and then pull that other hand to your belt. And make sure all of y'all get on this video at the end of class or sometime this week, and I want you to really focus on your pattern because there's a lot of twists and turns. Okay, it's pretty tricky. It takes a little bit of homework. So. Okay, everybody, y'all did really great today. I'm going to bow y'all out, and I'm very, very proud of y'all. I'm very, very proud of all of y'all for being in class, and y'all did a wonderful job, and you've got to practice your taekwondo at home. Raise your hand. Say, I promise I will do my taekwondo and kicking combinations at home. Okay, I believe you. Face the front. Cheer up. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I'll see you on Thursday.